today I was perusing my supermarket shelves, looking at pre-prepared things the other day, just to get some ideas of what's out there and what's available, and I saw lots of things of satay sauce. So packets to add into things, we add the liquid, an actual jar of satay sauce, and I thought satay sauce is so easy to make yourself from scratch that I thought I would show you how to do it. So in my blender, or fake thermi, I've got 1 onion, about 6 cloves of garlic, and about a big thumb or 2 of ginger. So just about the same size as my 6 cloves of garlic, I've got the same amount of ginger. And we'll whiz those up. Beautiful. So I'll just get rid of my blender because I don't need that anymore. Pull this one a bit closer. So now I'm just going to turn my pan on. I'm just going to turn it on to medium because I don't want it to cook too quickly. What I've got here is my own chili oil that I've made. You don't have to make your own chili oil. You could use just some normal oil. It could be coconut oil, olive oil, peanut oil. If you're going to use olive oil, use a really light one so it doesn't have a lot of flavour. And then put a teaspoon of chili in it. Probably half a teaspoon of chili flakes and half a teaspoon of chili powder. And then you've got some chili oil. I like to add in a little bit of Chinese spice as well. So that's what I'm using for my oil. I could start coughing and sneezing, so be prepared for that as that oil heats up. So my onion, ginger, garlic, I'm going to pop in here. Chili up my nose. Okay, so what we want to do is just cook that. So just until it's nice and translucent. I don't want it brown or anything. Just want it nice and soft and smelling delicious. Alright. So then we've got all these other ingredients. We've got some brown sugar. You could use palm sugar if you had it. It would be delicious. I just don't have any. Some fish sauce, crunchy peanut butter, but I use the one that is 100% peanuts. I don't want anything else in there. I don't want sugar in it. It's okay if there's a bit of salt in it, that's okay. But yeah, just plain, and I use crunchy. Some coconut milk and soy sauce. And that's all the ingredients you need. So you probably have, I would say you probably have most of this in your fridge or in your cupboard. Fresh limes, you probably don't. So you probably need to go and grab them to make them. Unless you've got a lime tree, in that case you're very lucky. I had a beautiful lime tree at my last house, and I'm very sad that I don't have it anymore. Because limes are actually really expensive. Those ones were $1 each today. Alright. That is looking good. If I wasn't filming this, I'd probably give it another minute, to be honest, just to make sure it was really, really soft. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add in half this jar, which is about 200 grams. Of peanut butter. I'm going to stir that in. Beautiful. It's already smelling like satay. Okay, now I'm going to add my tin. Stir it through. So it's all mixed nicely together. It smells delicious already. You probably use a whisk to do this. It'll probably be a little bit easier and a little bit quicker maybe, but just be a little bit patient. Give it a good stir. Alright, that is looking pretty good for me. So now, what I'm going to do, my soy sauce, I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to do about the same for the fish sauce. Don't be afraid of fish sauce because it doesn't taste fishy once you put it in things. It just adds a really beautiful, salty, savoury flavour. Okay, give that a little bit of a stir around. Now, I'm going to add the sugar next. I don't like my savoury things very sweet, so please, if you want to have things a little bit sweeter, it's totally fine, just adjust it. But I'm only going to add about a teaspoon of brown sugar. People would probably add double that amount, but I've just adjusted my taste buds to not like things as sweet, and I like them more salty and sour. So that's why I don't. So feel free to add more if you think you might like some more, and it's just, again, it's just a taste thing. Now, juice of the limes. 1, 2. Again, you've got this salty, sweet, sour, spicy combination that is just such a winner. It just tastes so good together, and it's really typical of places in Southeast Asia like Malaysia and Thailand and Vietnam, all those delicious places that Australians like to travel to. Alright, there we go. I'm going to give that a stir around, mix it all together, and slop it around too. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a little taste just to see if it's balanced or not. I'm going to add some more sugar. Because it was just really quite sour. Those limes were really juicy, which is great because it's got a beautiful limey flavour, but it just soured it up just a little bit too much. Okay, have another little taste. Yum. And turned off. That is absolutely delicious. So now, what am I going to do with it? So I'm going to use this to cook my dinner tonight. We're going to have satay chicken. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour half of this into a container and use it as a sauce that I can pour over my chicken after. But half of it I'm going to cool down in the fridge, and I'm going to use it as a marinade for my chicken. So I'm going to put my chop my chicken up, pop it into the marinade. Then I'm going to skewer it up to cook it on the barbecue. Cook it on the barbecue, and then when it comes off, I'm going to pour some of that beautiful sauce over the top of it. So I hope you like that. My measurements, again, I know I'm not very good at measurements. But I want to really encourage you not to use measurements and to really just use your cooking intuition and your taste. Taste things. You've got the basics here. You've got salty, sweet, sour, spicy. I think if you keep to the rule of 1 tin of coconut milk, half a jar of peanut butter, that's a pretty good base to start with. And the rest of it is really, really flexible. So just mess with it and taste it. And if it's too sweet, add a bit more salty. If it's too salty, add a bit more sweet. If you can't taste the tang, add a bit more lime juice. If you like it a bit spicier, add more chili oil. Completely up to you. Mess with it. And I think that's a really great way to learn how to cook yourself and how to cook intuitively. So I hope you like that recipe. I think I'm going to really like my dinner tonight. See you later.